Hi there. Are you looking for an alternative to Screencastify? Then this video is for you. I'm going to be comparing Screencastify with another tool that's Vmaker, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to choose the right one that best fits your needs. I'm Josh from Vmaker, and let's get started. You could be looking for a screen recorder for multiple reasons, right? From recording a video to communicate with your team, or for creating that product or service walkthrough video, or even just to create a video to put out on the internet. And that's where a screen recorder comes in really handy. Before we start the comparison, let me tell you that I'm recording this video on Vmaker and I'll be using a couple of features straight away. The first one that I'm using is the frames feature. As you can see that I have Josh written right next to my webcam bubble. And the second feature is the screen annotation feature, which I'll be using to highlight the differences as we go through the spec sheets of Vmaker and Screencastify. Now let's get started with our comparison. To start off with, let's compare the free versions of both Vmaker and Screencastify. The first one is unlimited screen recording. There are no limitations to the number of videos that you can record on Vmaker. You can record as many videos as you want in the free version itself, but that's not the case with Screencastify. You have a limit on the number of videos that you can record. Screencastify loses a point over there. Moving on to the next one, which is unlimited screen recording duration. With Vmaker, there are no limitations to the recording duration, which means your videos can be as long as they want. That's not the case with Screencastify. There is a limit of 5 minutes on Screencastify. Moving on to the next one, which is multiple sign up modes. You can sign up for Vmaker using your Facebook account, your Gmail account, or even your email ID. But for Screencastify, you have to sign up only using your Gmail account. So that's again a point that Screencastify misses out on. The next one is multiple recording platforms. With Vmaker, you get a Chrome application for all the Windows users out there and also a standalone Mac application for all the Mac users. Both of these applications are extremely powerful and provide versatility to the users, but when it comes to Screencastify, it's only available as a Chrome extension. Moving on to the next one, which is video storage space. You get 15 GB of cloud storage with the free version of Vmaker. So as you record your videos, they're automatically stored to Vmaker cloud storage. You don't have to depend on the storage of your PC or Google Drive. Whereas for Screencastify is directly linked to your Google Drive. So all the videos that you record get stored on your Google Drive, which means that if you have limited space on Google Drive, that could be a problem. Moving on to the next feature, and that is video editor. You get an inbuilt video editor with Vmaker, which you can use to trim out all the rough edges. And it doesn't matter how long your videos are, you can always trim your videos and make your videos look the best, and you can export them. Screencastify also has an editor, but your videos cannot be anything longer than 5 minutes on the free plan to edit the video. Let's look at the next feature, and that is one video version. When you edit a video on Vmaker, your original video gets all the changes saved and a duplicate video is not created. But when you edit a video on Screencastify, there's a duplicate file of your video that's created, taking up extra space on your Google Drive. Moving on, the next one is Google Drive dependency. As I told you, Vmaker gets its own cloud storage, so you don't have to depend on your Google Drive storage or anything of that sort. However, Screencastify is directly connected to your Google Drive, so all the videos that you record take up space on your Google Drive, and if you have limited storage, that could be a problem. Now that ends the comparison of free features between Vmaker and Screencastify. Let's move on and compare what we get in the paid versions of both Vmaker and Screencastify. The first feature that stands out for Vmaker is high quality recording in 4K. Now that's something that's not available on Screencastify. You also get a screen blur feature on Vmaker, using which you can blur out sensitive information on your screen. That's again something that's not available on Screencastify. You get custom recording dimension on Vmaker, which means you can crop out certain section of your screen and just record that portion instead of recording the whole screen should you wish. Now that's something that's not available on Screencastify. You also get virtual background on Vmaker. So if you want to have a fancy background, if your current background doesn't look really nice, again, this is something that's not available on Screencastify. Now that's the comparison of first level of upgrade to the paid plan of Vmaker and Screencastify. Now let's compare the team plans of both these products. As you can see straight away, there are a couple of things that you get right out of the box. The first one is recording scheduler, using which you can schedule a meeting to be recorded, and when you schedule on Vmaker, Vmaker will automatically launch itself and start recording once you have joined the meeting. Now, schedule recording feature is like something that's not available on Screencastify. Moving on to the next feature, and that is self-destruction. With Vmaker, you get a self-destruction feature. You can set a timer for a video, and after that particular time, your video will automatically be deleted or it will be not available to whomever you share the link with. Now, self-destruction is not available on Screencastify. Moving on, the next feature is unlimited teammates in your workspace. So there are a lot of tools that don't let you add above a certain amount of teammates to your workspace, but that's not the case with Vmaker. You can have as many people as you want added to a workspace. They all get their own dashboard, but you all are connected through one workspace, which means it makes a lot easier for you to collaborate. The whole collaboration or the workspace concept is not available on Screencastify. Moving on, the next feature is folders. You can have folders in your Vmaker dashboard where you can organize and arrange all your videos, and you can also share those folders with your teammates. This is all possible because Vmaker lets you collaborate using its own cloud storage platform. And because Screencastify is dependent on your Google Drive for storage spaces, there's no collaboration available within Screencastify itself. Moving on, the next feature is team library and share library. This is something really good to have if you're constantly collaborating with your team, your teammates. The shared and team library makes collaboration a lot more easier for you. The next feature is custom branding. Using custom branding, you can customize the player page on Vmaker with your own brand logo, with your own brand colors, so that it looks a lot more professional if you're sharing your video with others. That's not possible with Screencastify because first, you don't get a player page, and second, the videos have to be downloaded to be shared with anyone. Finally, coming to the pricing, with Vmaker, you can license Vmaker just for a month or even for a couple of months that you want to use it for. You don't have to buy Vmaker for the entire year. That's not the case with Screencastify. You have to license Screencastify for the whole year, and it's $49 for the screen recorder and $49 for the editor. So they are both separately priced. But here's the thing, and this is where Vmaker gets an edge. With Vmaker, you get your own storage space, you get your own editor, you get your own dashboard, and a lot more features when compared to Screencastify that help you make your videos engaging. I hope this video was useful for you. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. If you were looking for an alternative to Screencastify, I hope you will be able to choose the right one. You can go ahead and check out Vmaker on www.vmaker.com. This is Josh signing off. Cheers.